The case Internet Use Violations, Threats Over the World Wide Web. Facts of our case is that Robin Tate is a second-year high school teacher. She teaches zoology, botany, and genetics. Ms. Tate's high expectations, rigorous content, and instruction have caused students a higher level of stress, and many of these students have received their first low grade from her courses. Parents have complained about the high workload and the poor teaching. Dr. Smith, the principal, has tried to work with Ms. Tate to improve her techniques and improve her relationships with her students, and Ms. Tate has not been able to implement the new techniques, and parents continue to complain. Ms. Tate received an email from an unknown source that asked her to visit a website to review a personal message. On the website, there were highly suggestive comments about her personal behavior and critical comments about the rigor of her classes, along with offensive language. The last comment on the page was, "Who wants Ms. Tate to disappear?" Ms. Tate feels that the last comment is a threat to her safety and no longer feels safe at home. Ms. Tate informed Dr. Smith of the website and forwarded him the email. The principal believes that the website and threats are a prank. Ms. Tate believes that William Hall may be the creator of the website because he always makes snide remarks in her class and is very computer savvy. Dr. Smith wants to meet with Ms. Tate to speak with William Hall and some of his friends on Monday to see what the students know about the website. School district technologists may be asked to help determine where the email originated. I think more information that I need to make a determination on this case is, what are the school's policy on making threats? What are the school's policies on bullying? Also, what are the school's acceptable use policies on using school technology? In this case, was the website made with school resources? And under the law, does "Who wants Ms. Tate to disappear" constitute a threat? Overall, the problem is that a website has been created with several anonymous people making derogatory remarks about Ms. Tate. One poster on the website asked, "Who wants Ms. Tate to disappear?" Ms. Tate feels that this is a valid threat and does not feel safe in her house. A plan of action would be to first advise the school resource officer of the situation, to have the SRO review the website, save all the evidence from the website, and determine if a law has been broken by making the threat. I'd also not notify the superintendent. Next, I'd have the district's technologist investigate the origin of the website. Who created the website? Who posted "Who wants Ms. Tate to disappear?" Who posted any of the other defamatory or derogatory comments? Next, I'd interview any students that may have information about the website. This could include or not include William Hall, depending on what the technology department finds. I would not have Ms. Tate in the interview. She's very angry, which she has a right to be. This would just bring her personal bias with her into the meeting. If the technology department was able to find the author of the website, I'd make sure we'd notify the parents. And if the website was created with school equipment, then the student should be punished pursuant to the acceptable use policy. Would also determine whether or not the statement "Who wants Ms. Tate to disappear" is a credible threat. Have the SRO determined if the statement is a criminal act. And depending on that determination, the student will be investigated by the authorities, or the school will impose discipline based upon school policy if that person is found. Students also found to be involved in creating the defamatory, threatening content should be disciplined pursuant to the acceptable use policy and the student handbook if there are policies regarding this behavior included in them. I'd also work with Ms. Tate to create and implement a plan of action to improve her student-teacher interactions. Strategies that I would use would be: students should be interviewed one at a time, and the findings of the interview should not be shared with other students or staff members that do not need to know. I'd include the SRO to determine if there was a law broken or if this is a school matter to handle, and to ensure the safety of Ms. Tate. Also, acceptable use policies should be reviewed with students. Why is this best for students? So creating a safe environment for staff and students is best for everyone at school. Students nor staff should feel bullied or threatened in the classroom environment. I understand that the students may not like the teacher, but creating a website that threatens and makes suggestive remarks about her personal behaviors is inappropriate and does not create a safe environment. Students have the freedom of speech, however, that freedom stops when threats are being made, and students should understand that there are consequences for the actions, both positive and negative, and they should be held accountable for those actions. Also, looking at the facts, the website was created because the students in Ms. Tate's class were obviously unhappy with her teaching. Helping Ms. Tate create a plan of action to improve her teaching will help both Ms. Tate and her students. As a school, we have very high expectations of our students, but we as teachers need to make sure that we're using best practices to help our students succeed. If an inordinate amount of students are failing her class, then there may be a problem with the teaching. Overall, the students that made the inappropriate threatening comments on the website should be disciplined in accordance with school policy. Ms. Tate and the principal should look into ways in which the environment of the classroom can improve in order to ensure that positive interactions between teacher and students increase. I can understand how the principal thought that the threat was more of a prank. However, when the threat is made towards you personally, many times it's taken more seriously. And the fact that she was a single woman probably made the threat all the more real for her and not a prank. For further investigation, I think who wants Ms. Tate to disappear can be interpreted in multiple ways. Do the students just want her fired, or do they really want to kill her? Depending on the meaning of the statement and the intent of the writer, this case can go multiple ways. Unfortunately, many times with young people, they do not understand the full meaning of their actions and act without thought of repercussions. I showed integrity because student interviews will be kept confidential and not discussed with people outside the investigation. Student discipline will also be kept confidential, and the comments on the website will also not be made public by the school. In fairness, it's important for the principal to stay calm in this manner and not punish the student in an act of malice. The teacher is obviously very upset, so it is important to have a cool head when determining a student's discipline. Students were also disciplined based upon the acceptable use policies and the student handbook that the students agreed to follow at the beginning of the year. Ethics. As an education leader, I would do my due diligence to find who created the website by using the technology department. Students would not be accused of an infraction based upon hearsay or what a teacher may think they did. William would not be treated any different than any other student that was interviewed about the website. And I would not punish all students that were involved in the website. Students have the right to complain about a teacher, however, they do not have the right to make threats, even if they were joking. Thank you.